All right. So this is the dye pot, and you can tell that isn't pink. So I went to look through my dyes, and I'm almost out of pink. So what I'm using today is a food dye. Um, they're not the only dyes. I started with that just because I did not have a second set of pots and pans to work with some of the better dyes. But basically, I'm just using a basic Wilton food dye with white vinegar. And yes, my kitchen is not perfectly clean in any way, shape, or form. But basically, dyeing wool is very similar to dyeing Easter eggs if you've ever done that. So you're going to use an acid, you're going to use your food color, you're going to use some heat, hence why it's on the stove. And you are going to turn this some really cool colors. So I did decide to do teal so that the two will actually match, and we are about to let this go. Now, I am about to put the white vinegar in there. Then I'm going to turn the heat on, and I'm actually going to bring this to a simmer, but not a boil. I want it to be hot, but I do not want it to agitate. If you agitate, you will felt your yarn, and nobody really wants to do that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to turn it on. I'm going to get it good and hot, and then I'm going to turn the heat off, and I'm just going to let it sit. And that dye will work its way into the fibers of the wool because of both the acid and the heat. So I will show you guys how that looks when it's done. Here it is, by the way, tied off, as you can see. And now we're going to let this pot go. I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done.